I'm Chamchog, it's Friday, and before we get to the latest in video game news, let's get to the clip of the week.
That will be a free kick against Marseille. And somehow he's hooked it in.
G'day guys, I hope you're having an awesome day. My TV isn't, but anyway, if you've got an awesome short funny video game clip from any game you've played, you can post it as a video response down below and it could be on the show. But now we move over to the video game news, and our first news comes from ID Software, who have released their 6th and final installment for the video game preview line of the upcoming title Rage. If you don't know, Rage is set to be released next week, and well, this gameplay has finally got me thinking that I may just pick up this game. On another note, I'm interested to see how the game does in sales, because it's not coming out in November, it's coming out a little early, and it's not going up against those giant releases in November, but then again, people might be coming up and going, hey, we don't want to spend our money on an October release like Rage, we're going to save our money on a November release like Skyrim or something. And speaking of those huge games coming out in November, one of those is Assassin's Creed Revelations, and it has a new few weapons that many fans of the franchise would know about, but aren't too sure just yet what they exactly do. Luckily, Ubisoft are being awesome and have put out a video detailing those weapons and other interesting parts to the game that no one knows about just yet. But then again, not everything is going too great for Ubisoft, since they have delayed Assassin's Creed Revelations on the PC, which really sucks for PC people. But then again, they're just going to be playing Battlefield 3. If you were planning to get Assassin's Creed Revelations on the PC, you're going to have to wait until December instead of the November 15 release date, so that kind of sucks. But then again, it's not the saddest news of the day, and speaking of Battlefield 3, let's move on to the sad news. Sad news! What the fuck? You know how much it sucks when you have an amazingly powerful system and then you have an amazingly made game like Battlefield, and that system I'm talking about is the PS3, and they just don't get along, those two, for some reason. I don't know why. So the situation we have on our hands is that Battlefield 3's beta is not running too smoothly on the PS3. Some fans are experiencing bad things, some fans are experiencing that it's okay. So right now we don't know exactly what's going on, but a lot of people have been complaining with a lot of bugs. But on a good note, some of those bugs have been fixed, and PS3 users are a little bit more happy right now than they were when the game was first issued. Personally, I haven't played the game on the PS3, so I don't know exactly what it's like, but I really want to play it on the PC because I've heard great things about that one. But I played it on the 360. Now, my experience with the 360 has been okay. The game is amazing, but it took me about 20 minutes to get into a game, which kind of sucked, but the game was awesome, so it was worth the wait. Honestly, now that I've actually had my hands on Battlefield 3 as a beta, I'm just really looking forward to the actual game itself, and it's less than a month away, which is just awesome. Now, something that isn't so awesome is a few sources around the web have been saying some stuff about Saints Row 3. To be exact with the name of the game, Saints Row the Third has some gameplay problems. Well, that's what the few sources are saying. Now, this really sucks for me because, well, it's the game that I'm most looking forward to this November, but for some reason though, I just can't believe the reports that are coming in because they just don't seem that real, since the gameplay that I've seen is pretty damn awesome, and I'm actually going to test the game out in a couple weeks, so I'll give my own thoughts. And to not wrongly inform you guys, when I do get my hands on the game, I will try my best to explain what it's like, because honestly, it's the game that I'm really most looking forward to over Modern Warfare, over Assassin's Creed, over Battlefield, over Skyrim, over all those titles. It's the game that I really want to play, so yeah, anyway, that's kind of big news. Anyway, no it isn't. Let's move on to the big news. Big news! So now we've moved on to this big news, and the reason this following big news is kind of the big news is because it's eventually going to make you bigger. Blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to point out it's going to make you bigger, you know, that, yeah. Anyway, to get to the point, recently Activision have decided to team up with Mountain Dew and Doritos. When you play Modern Warfare 3, you can rank up easier when you get those snacks into your body. Basically, what's happening is if you buy some chips or a drink and you use the code displayed or given to you, you can get double XP for a certain amount of time depending on what you buy, which is crazy because people are just going to get fatter and fatter. Right now, I'm going to give you guys a chart that shows you how it's all going down and everything, which is crazy because I think it's only going to be for the US residents, which kind of sucks for them since they're already kind of obese. No offense, because, well, Australia is pretty fat too. Another side of things is kind of funny because, well, you're going to be eating the Doritos, right? Then you're going to get the Mountain Dew because you're thirsty, and then you're going to eat the Doritos because you get a little bit more hungry, and then you're going to get thirsty, and it's just going to keep cycling, and it's just crazy because you'll be on all this dew and sugar, and it's crazy that you just keep on playing for hours and hours and hours, which is smart by Activision. But look on the bright side, you're going to be like 10th prestige in no time. Yeah, and look like a fat mother. This story is just weird. I don't even know how to get into it. This is just crazy, but not as crazy as the one and only Gorilla Man. Thanks, Griller Man. Okay guys, Griller Man wants to know, what is the weirdest food that you would eat to get a video game early? So get really creative with your answers and put them down in the comment section below, and they could be on Tuesday's show. But if you enjoyed today's show, make sure to like this video by hitting that thumbs up button, because I'm Champ Chong, my accent's Australian, and here are the answers to Griller Man's previous question.